Hey guys, it's Jada again, and I wanted to do a video on what I'm calling an advanced 251. We're going to be in B flat today, and here we are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And we know a 251 is a minor 2. I'm going to play a minor 7, and then a dominant 5, and then the 1. That would be a 251. Now, I'm calling this an advanced 251 because none of this is in root position, and it's even going to include a secondary dominant. And if you don't know what a secondary dominant is, I did a video on secondary dominance not too long ago, and so you might want to check that out to get a deeper understanding. But for now, this video, we're just going to uh, deal with the chords, and we can kind of look at this as a rootless voicing. So let's go ahead and look at it. Here's the move just in its raw form. This chord, that's the whole move. So let me hit it again. That's the whole move. Now, if we are looking at the notes real quick, E, G, B flat, D flat, E, and then the right hand, E, G, B flat, and then left hand, E flat, G flat, C, and then right hand, E flat, G flat, C. We're doubling that in both hands, and then left hand, last chord, D and B flat. Or really, I want to play the whole thing, D, F, B flat. And I'm going to play the C with my right hand, or left hand as well. All that's with my left hand. And then in my right hand, I want to hit D, F, and then C, but then I want to go to the B flat. So when I hit it, I'm hitting all that, and then I'm going to the B flat. So that whole thing, notice how that C is acting like a suspension to the B flat. But I still have a C down here to give it a nice feel of a second. So why am I calling this an advanced 251? Well, when I'm looking at this chord here, we already know the note E, because we just did our numbers, is not in the key of B flat. But if we look at the chord, we are looking at, we can theorize this as a C, which is a C dominant chord, but then it has a flat 9 in it as well. So that would make the C dominant. So we're making the 2 a dominant chord, and then we're going to our 5, which is our dominant chord. And this note isn't in the key either, but it's also a flat 9. So we have 2 flat 9 chords. That's the flat 9 in this chord. That's the flat 9 in this chord. And in this case, it omitted the 3rd just for color purposes. So look at this again. And it gives us nice stepwise voices. Let me do it again. Down. Now, if I were to play those chords in their root positions, that's what it would look like if it was if I was using the bass note. And if you had a bass player, the bass player could be playing that while you're, sorry, let me play it right, while you're playing the actual move. So this was in B flat, and I want to let's try this in something like Great Is Thy Faithfulness. And then I want to put it in here. Something like that. So I threw it right in. What I did to get to that chord, since we already know it's a 2-5-1, but in this case it was going to the first inversion B flat chord. So the move is and It went from the 4 to the 3, or 4 to the 1. But what I did was I went to the 4 and then I threw the whole move in there because that's where I'm getting. Singer would still be singing the line. You see what I'm saying? So I can stick that in there. Let me see. Let me do "'Tis So Sweet" real quick. Again, I was going to that 1/6. So if I was playing that regularly, that's the chord I'm going to. So I was on that 4, and then I went to the 1, but instead of just going straight to it, you're just throwing that right in to get to the chord before you're throwing those couple of chords in before you get to your first inversion 1 chord. I got this from Marette Brown Clark. She did "My Faith Looks Up to Thee," and actually it was an organ move in that clip, and it happened around the 53-54 second mark in the song, and just that voice leading was so nice, like tight. I didn't even have to move my hands. I just had to grab the notes, and it was a different way to get to that one chord. Some a little something to add extra spice to your playing. You don't want to always have to just go to the 1 and then 2-5-1s. Those are our foundations for music, but we don't always want to have to play it the same way. So I just wanted to throw out a nice little way to do a 2-5-1 without sacrificing melody and things like that. In this case, that went right with that song, but it's a nice enough move and ambiguous enough that you can put it in a lot of different places. So check that out. Put it in a few different keys. If you like this content, check out other videos on this channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends, share it, all those other things. Comment, let me know in what places you can use this type of chord voicing. And then if you're looking for lessons or have questions or comments, you can always email me at jadaonpiano@gmail.com. Again, have a great day and happy practicing.